across the floor. Footsteps echo, then no more. Cold hands reach where light won't stay, calling you to come and play. Dancing shadows spinning fast, fear and laughter they will clash. Beat of terror, pulse of night. Darkness sings but feels alive. Eyes that follow from the wall. Silent voices start to call. Heartbeat racing with the drums. You can run, but still they come. Dancing shadows spinning fast. Fear and laughter, they will clash. Beat of terror, pulse of night. Darkness sings but feels alive. Eyes that follow from the wall. Silent voices start to call. Heartbeat racing with the drums. You can run, but still they come.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Night Terrors and Other Tales.
Yes,
We have an
indeed.
awesome guest.
We do have an awesome guest tonight, everyone, and I'm just going to say right now, there's been weird things happening, hasn't there, Sabrina? The spirits are among us tonight. So, Sabrina, would you like to introduce our guest?
Yes. So today's guest doesn't just paint, she translates what she sees between the veils. So this is Lana Grabinskis. She's a visionary artist. And her work isn't about recreating what she sees with her own eyes. It's about revealing what most people feel but can't name. So please, everybody, give a warm welcome to Lana Grabinskis.
Thank you very much for that introduction.
You're very welcome, and thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's nice to be asked to be on.
So, I'm just going to ask the question. Can you give a little bit of details to our listeners about who you are and what you actually do?
I can. My name's Lana, of course. I have been a psychic artist for about 30 years, probably a bit longer. But it all sort of started when I was a child, really. And it started with when I had a car accident. And I was knocked down. I was under the car wheels. And somebody came along and lifted the front of the car up. And even as a child at the age of 9, 10, you have to believe in something when that happens. So my views on things were totally different after that. I probably saw things differently than other kids, but always been artistic from the age of 4. My dad was an artist. I always sketched portraits, people. That was the thing that interested me. And the art kind of flourished at school more. But of course, after school, life takes you down different avenues and you do different things, and then you come back to what you're interested in. So I became self-employed doing the psychic artistry. And also I have been a normal artist, whatever that is. I don't think there's anything normal about me,
But before I let Sabrina come in, I was just going to ask you. See how you said you were a normal artist? What did you actually paint? What was it? Was it landscapes or was it people?
No, it was people. It was figurative, and it was ballet dancers.
Oh.
I like the idea of capturing a moment, a fragment of movement, which is very difficult to do. And to portray that sense of movement is a challenge.
Yeah, I can imagine. So So when did you first realize that when you started painting or drawing that these messages were coming through?
Well, I've been interested in spiritual things. I've gone to psychics, probably from the age of 18 to 20. And then round about when I reached 30, I was a medical rep at the time, and a friend of mine who was a healer and his girlfriend invited me to have my reading done at their house. And they had a few more people there. So I asked if I could go first because I would come straight from work and I just wanted to get in, get out, not hover about or anything like that. So the lady in question, she was an elderly lady and she was a spiritualist, but she had a tray of sand and you had to put your hands in sand and then she read the impressions, which I've never heard of before, really,
Oh, wow.
and not since. So the first thing she said was, Spirit is putting a pencil in your hand,
Yes.
and like it or not, you're going to work for Spirit. And my reaction was, I haven't got time for that.
Yeah.
Got time. You know, I can't do it. I'm working full time.
Yeah.
And but as things happened, several weeks later or months later, I wasn't working as a medical rep anymore, and I did go into doing that, working for
Yeah.
Spirit. But at that time, after everybody had had all of their readings, my friend came to me with a pile of paper and a pencil. He threw it down in front of me and said, well, there's no time like the present. You may as well start now. And I said, well, what
Yeah.
do I do? He said, I don't know. Just look at me. I couldn't look at him. Once he said, look at me, that was it. It was, we giggled for 10 minutes. And then once I had tried to focus more and I stared at him
Mhm.
long enough, I just started to draw. My hand just started going. And what I drew was an Egyptian man, and he had a marking beneath his left eye. And at that point, his girlfriend walked past, looked at the drawing, and said, I saw you the other night. I woke up and saw you, and you looked like that.
Oh.
Wow.
So, and I was just bewildered. I thought, no, this is just my imagination. This is not true.
Yeah.
But that night, I did everybody's drawings. I was thrown in at the deep end. Spirit love to do that with me. They just say, "Oh, just go in, do it," And I was still bewildered as to what was happening, what the process of that was, and I just couldn't fathom it. I thought,
Yeah.
I was bewildered. So the next one of the other drawings I did was it was the girlfriend's father,
Mhm.
and I drew a policeman, and but I felt that there was something wrong with the cap. It didn't look right. But he said, no, the cap is fine because he joined in the 1920s.
Mhm.
And that is exactly how it looks.
Mhm.
And he said, I have a photograph where he looks exactly like that. And I'd also drawn like a medal and a certificate at the
Yes.
bottom. And he said his brother had the medal and he had the certificate. So still, I just couldn't believe it. I just thought, no, it's still imagination, surely.
That
I
that
couldn't
is
believe.
fascinating. I mean, I'm just thinking because we are mediums. Sabrina's a medium. I'm a medium. You draw. You're a
Yeah.
medium in that. It is see when you like paint the person, the image of the spirit. Is
Mm,
that kind of like automatic writing because you get the automatic writing, your hand starts going, or do you actually see them in your mind, or you see them standing in front of you?
no, different ones that I've spoken to, because I haven't met many psychic artists. That's the
Yeah.
thing. And certainly nobody that I can relate to. And the ones that I have asked, which is, there's only been about 2 or 3 in all of those years, they pick the image up in their mind and draw it from the mind. But I look into the eyes. So my connection is through the eyes, almost straight into the soul, and
Oh,
it becomes like I go into a bit of a light trance, because I can never tell what I'm going to draw until I start to draw.
that's
So,
interesting.
so it's not kind of a preconceived image that I've got in my mind. It's nothing like that. It just starts. It literally just starts.
Wow. So I'm just going to ask this question, or I'm going to tell our audience, and then I'm going to ask you a
Yeah.
question. But so for everybody that is here right now, I want you all to stick around, because Lana actually drew something before she joined, and it was what she was picking up, and she's going to want to show that to you guys. So keep watching, wait for that. She'll need somebody to claim it.
Yes.
Do you want me to do that now, or
I figured we'd wait a few minutes. We can make them
wait?
wait
Yeah.
in the suspense.
It's weird because I'm getting the message that somebody will claim that. And it
Yeah.
makes me wonder, will it be tonight or will it be? It makes me wonder if it's someone in actually LinkedIn. It
Yes.
makes me wonder that because
Uh-huh.
I've got a feeling that it's not YouTube, it's not Facebook, it's
Mhm.
someone in LinkedIn. I don't know where that's coming from.
Right. Well, I've done plenty of lives, and I have never done that. I've never felt compelled to do that, but I did. So
um,
we'll see.
yeah. When you said that, I was thinking of a good friend of mine who is primarily on LinkedIn, and I believe her dad's name was Jimmy.
Yes, it's weird because it's my guide's telling me and he's nodding right now. He's nodding, but I don't know
It might
if
be,
that's.
but
He's just standing there. He's usually, but he's actually quite active tonight. So he's just
Ah,
so yeah,
we'll just wait for a couple more people
yeah,
to join,
okay.
because they always come in a little bit later, and
yeah.
then
Well, you just tell me when to show it.
yeah.
It's.
So
Oh, I'll let you go, Sabrina. I'll have a slurp of my teeth. My teeth. I can't pronounce anything tonight. It's weird.
It's been a strange night, a strange night.
yeah, that's for sure. Um,
Do you want me to then go on to how I came to do the psychic fairs? Because that kind of happens more or less straight after I just discovered this gift, which
Yes, that would be really good.
once I'm trying to highlight, once spirit
Mhm.
lays a path open,
mhm.
then there's they make that path clear for you, and you kind of get the message that they want in you to work. So so basically, several weeks after I discovered I had this gift, which spirit didn't give me enough time to get used to the idea. So they thought, well, we'll just throw it into doing psychic fairs. Um, it's something I didn't even think about. So the same friends asked me if I wanted to go to a psychic fair. I'd never been to one at that point.
Mhm.
So I agreed. We went, and in front of each table was a group of chairs as a waiting area. And we were sat right at the front sort of table. And I was looking down the seating area, and I saw this man with the bluest topaz blue eyes.
Mhm.
So it was kind of like I had to notice it. And I felt compelled to draw.
Mhm.
And so I went to the organiser's wife, who was sat at a table taking the tickets, and I asked her for a piece of paper and a pencil. Came back, and I started to sketch. And it was a biblical figure, and it was Joseph. Right. wrote the name Joseph at the bottom. Because in those initial days, it was simply just the drawing and a name, or, it was very little information. And then it sort of increased and increased. But so I looked at where he was sat, and he was sat in front of the psychic artist's table. And I thought, I can't go up to him in case it's unethical. If he's waiting for a read, and I'm not going to hand him that picture. So I gave it to the organiser's wife, and I pointed the man out, and I said, please don't let him leave without this. So he came up to me, and I said, are you a healer? And he said, yes, people have often said that. And I said, do you believe in God? And he said, well, I'm researching the Bible because I'm searching for the truth. So that's where the link with the biblical figure came in.
Wow.
So that was surprising. Of course, the organizer sort of saw this drawing, and his wife had explained, and he said, I might consider taking two psychic artists on. We're just a small fair, so I don't know if we can take two. And so he said, well, contact me on the Sunday and we'll see. I'll think about it. So I phoned him on the Sunday round about 8 o'clock at night, and he said, I've thought about it. We're a bit too small to have two. And I said, fair enough, that's fine. I didn't expect to, really. Until he phoned back at 10 o'clock and asked if I was a witch. And I said, no, I'm not a witch, although I've often been called one since. And he said, and I said, why do you say that? And he said, well, the psychic artist has cancelled 6 months worth of tables. And so the path was laid clear, and that's when I started working the psychic fairs.
So that was meant to be. The spirits have a plan for you, and
Yes.
you're following the plan.
And I didn't have to push it. I didn't have to push anything. It just happened. So it's nice when that happens.
So
Well,
who are you actually connecting with when you're connecting? Like, is it your guides, their guides, or people?
No, it's kind of direct to source, I would say.
Yeah.
Because it just comes straight through, and there is no sort of descriptions given. There's no images. Like I said, it just comes straight through directly.
Wow.
So that's the way it works for me. It might not work like that for other people.
Do you have any like spirit guides that you know of? Do you know of their names, or do you
I do, but I've made a vow not to talk about them simply because a strange thing happened again. Connected with somebody I know. I had actually drawn what I used to do when I went to the psychic fairs. I would do an exchange with a medium. They gave me a reading before we started. I gave them a drawing, and I'd put their drawing up on my table. So one day I'd done this psychic fair, and it seemed a bit quiet. So I thought, well, I'm going to do my own psychic drawing. I'm going to do my own spirit guide. And so I started to draw it, and I had to leave it and I put it face down because one of the mediums had said, oh, I've got a space if you want to read them. So I said yes, and I was going to do her drawing. Anyway, I finished the drawing off, but somebody who I knew, who was a healer, and he was trained somebody else, they'd asked for a copy of my spirit guide, and I refused because I said, I've drawn thousands, but at that time it was probably hundreds of spirit guides, and I've never wanted to keep them. They're not mine to keep. I completely respect spirit. They are people, and I do not abuse that respect, in any way. I don't. There's ultimate trust there. And so sometime later, I didn't, apparently, he wouldn't be photographed, or I could
Mhm.
never photocopy him. It would come out distorted,
Yeah.
strangely. And but one day I did do several sort of copies for business cards, not thinking, I didn't think about this. And I did several copies for business
Yeah.
cards. It was on half a business card,
Mhm.
small. And I had them on the table. This friend came who'd been asking for a copy. And he said, "Oh, could I have one of those?" And I said, "Yes, yes." Again, not thinking. And then several weeks after that, a lady needed healing. Couldn't get in contact with this person, so I got in contact with his friend. And I took the lady to this friend's house. And when he opened the door, he had the picture of my guide around his neck.
Oh,
He
wow.
was wearing my
Yeah.
guide around
Yeah.
his neck. And I was so angry. I can't even
I know.
describe how angry I was that I had the respect never to do anything like that with the drawings I did. And then somebody did it with me. And I've never forgotten that. I never will.
Stealing your energy, basically. It was using your guide's energy to.
Try to.
Mhm.
But
Which
I
is incredible.
left it to the powers that be to deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, have you ever had any weird or kind of creepy experiences with anybody that you've tried to draw?
It, I have had lots of strange experiences, but some of them was uh, probably while I was with the Warren Legacy Foundation, which I
No.
don't really want to go into.
No.
But something that is more, I would say, a point of validation, something I didn't expect, I will mention. So during the one of the psychic fairs, an elderly gentleman came up to me, and I'd seen him go to different tables,
Mhm.
and he looked sad. And he came to the table and he said that he'd lost his wife a year before. And I said, "I can't guarantee who I draw, that I will draw your wife." And I said, "If you want to try another medium that will pick up on your wife, that's fine. But the way that I work, I can't guarantee who I get through." And he said, "No, it's okay, Pet. You just do what you're doing." So I started to draw out, "Please let his wife come through, please." And started to draw, and it was a monk. And my heart sank. And it was 1500s. The monk, he'd died by the sword, and he was very influential in the church.
Yes.
And he'd written scriptures, things like that. I described all of this. And to my surprise, the gentleman said, "That's right, Pet." And I said, "What do you mean?" And he said, "Well, I've done my family tree." And he said, and he, the monk, is buried in Westminster between two kings.
Wow.
Wow.
And I
That's
said,
interesting.
"No way." Do you know, for the first year, I kept saying, "Oh my God, oh my God." I wasn't one of these cool mediums that say, "Oh, yes, I knew that." I was like, "Oh, really?" Oh,
So I think actually now that we've got quite a few people and
Yes.
we're halfway through, why don't we share your picture?
Yes,
yes.
let's do that.
So everybody on, please pay attention to the drawing that Lana is showing. This is what she picked up before joining us. And is there additional information that you wanted to share with what you picked up?
Yes. I mean, perhaps we. we can put it on your page or afterwards if
Yeah,
somebody.
definitely.
So his name is James or Jim or Jimmy. Um, he was in a road accident. I believe there was alcohol involved, and I feel as though it was in the south. Um, I was kind of getting towards Southampton, Portsmouth area. He was
Wow.
age 18, 19 years old, and he died in hospital. So he didn't die there and then. Um, I felt as though there was a special poem written for him, um, and that it was read out at the service. If it wasn't, somebody really struggled to read it out, but it was written for him. Um, and somebody called Joanne is connected with him,
Joanne.
Joanne, and also possibly David. Um, he was well liked, even though he was quiet. He was quite a quiet young man. But amongst people he knew, he was quite, lively and witty. And I feel it. Oh, and there was a link with Wales. So, but I do feel as though, although it seemed to happen, and I felt about maybe 8 or 10 years ago, it could be less. I could be
Yeah.
out with the time, but I feel as though his mother is really grieving, um, and I feel as though that's why he's come through. But I also feel as though he had a bike, a push bike, and
Mhm.
I can see him looking out towards the sea as the sun is setting. So whether this accident happened round about that time, I'm not sure. Um, but he's sending lots of love to the family, especially his mum. I feel as though she looked at him, he was like her rock, you
Mhm.
know.
Yeah.
Um, and I
It's
think he had a younger sibling, a sister perhaps.
it's weird because I keep hearing LinkedIn. LinkedIn. I don't know if it's somebody that's going to watch this in LinkedIn or somebody that's going to watch this tomorrow.
Right,
Because it's interesting because I keep hearing the word LinkedIn. I don't feel it's like maybe somebody in YouTube because we most of the people that watch us there's only a very certain few that's for the UK. A lot of them are American. And it
right.
makes me wonder because this is going out to LinkedIn, and LinkedIn's obviously got a lot of people in there.
Mm,
I would say more than YouTube, with more people that view this.
yeah,
And essentially, it makes me wonder if he had an older brother that's still alive.
right.
That's what I'm getting told right now. It
Ah,
makes me wonder. I don't think I've met this. Then again, have I met this person?
you might have.
It's weird, and it's no me. It's nothing to do with me, but
Mm,
that's what I keep feeling. Sabrina, do you feel anything? Because I'm getting the vibe it's somebody in LinkedIn.
It's possible that it is. I just didn't want to put any
Yeah,
suggestions out there for anybody to.
I know.
mm,
It
yeah.
makes me wonder if this person had either a younger brother.
Mm.
I would say he did have a younger brother.
Well, I felt I've got written down younger sibling, but I felt as though it could have been a sister, but I wasn't quite sure.
It's very interesting. We're just going to have to wait and see.
I know, I know.
And we'll definitely post this information about the man,
Yeah,
everything that you described. You wrote
yeah.
that down?
Thank you. Yes, I'll send you
That's
the
great.
information. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll type it up so that everybody can go back and review this and see if it's somebody that belongs to them.
See, the
yeah,
thing is, it might not be end of the night, it might not be end of the morning. It
yeah,
might be it's all planning. So it
yeah.
might be somebody in a month from now, a year from now that watches
Maybe.
this video or listens to this video
Yes.
and they're
I
like, "Oh
feel
my
as
god,
though
that's my
they
brother."
will. I feel as though somebody will claim
Yes.
him. So I do.
Yes.
And of course, this is something that I'm doing with the Fate and Fortune magazine as well. So I will be starting to do readings like that
Mhm.
in January.
Ooh, exciting.
So that'll be once a month, and I think it's out 15th of January, I think.
Oh.
And where will it be going live?
No, it's going to be in the magazine.
Oh, I
So
gotcha. Okay.
go and purchase it from any shop, I think.
Wow.
I'm going to be buying that. Need to buy that magazine
Right?
and see your stuff. See your stuff. I find it fascinating. I mean, I wish we could have showed some other pictures, but because there's some weird technological
I
things
can
going on,
share.
could you share some of the pictures?
Yeah, I
Yes,
just have to
please
share
do.
my screen to do it.
Let's do that because I think some of these wait till you see these pictures. Honestly, I'm absolutely fascinated by the Scottish Highlander, and it's weird because obviously I'm Scottish, and
Yes,
the standing stones, and
yeah,
you think about all the lives that you've ever led. It makes me wonder, Lana, how lives you've led
yeah.
from this.
Well, this is the thing, and I know that my friend Paul Goddard, who you've had on
Yes,
an
he's in the
interview.
chat. It's good to
Oh,
see you there, Paul.
oh, hi, Paul. And I know that he did my live regression, and I
Yes,
did reading, which
yes.
I did send you, and that was interesting. It was an interesting exchange,
hmm
even though we had technical difficulties
hmm
when it came to the live regression, but it went well.
It's oh, here we go. Sabrina's bringing up the page here. And wait till you see some of these pictures. I mean, all these pictures are amazing. I've obviously seen them already, but they're just
Where in the heck
you're
did
a
the
very
heck
good
did
artist. I
that
wish I could
go?
paint or draw as good as you.
There
A
we go.
lot of people say, I wish I could draw what I see, you know.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. It keeps
Oh,
disappearing on me.
I
Oh,
know it's weird. There's some weird technique. I'm telling you, the spirits. There's a lot of spirits about tonight. And I
yes,
think it's, I mean, there's three mediums doing this live right now. There's mediums in the chat. It's Miss
yeah,
Tara I know that he's a medium. It's ridiculous. The energy that's flowing right now.
yeah.
Um, can you tell us, can I ask you something while Sabrina tries to
Mm,
figure out what's
yeah.
going on? Have you ever had, right, see the people that you've drew, have you ever had them visit you in the night or the
Um,
day or whatever?
No, no, but I have had comments from people that, and this is going to sound really crazy and bizarre, but because a few people have mentioned the same thing, I've got to say it, where they've seen the spirit guide in the drawing
hmm
move, they've seen it move, or they've
That's
seen
interesting.
it change slightly.
See, that's
So
interesting.
I don't know what that's about. I just think, well,
I mean, I've had that when I've been looking at like images, and it's like it changes for some different people.
yeah, yeah,
But the Scottish one that you've done, there is something about that because it's like obviously because of the Scottish, but I can actually feel that spirit. That's and I ken
yeah,
that sounds weird for people out there, but listen, if you're a medium, you'll no understand what I'm saying. If
yeah.
you can actually feel that spirit, and it's like with that picture, it's actually you don't. How am I trying to say this? I'm
Hold
trying to say
on a
this for people
second.
to
I've got them. I just got to get creative about it.
right, no problem. But
Well, that particular person spirit helped me with that painting that morning because I
yes,
started three different sketches and he came through and it's somebody I know. I'm not going to mention his name because I haven't asked permission. But the lady and the gentleman were a wonderful couple.
yes,
And he sadly passed away several years ago. And he was from Glasgow.
oh,
And anyway, he came to me that morning. The image of him came into my mind. I sketched him, and then I wanted to put a stone circle behind him. So I immediately felt it was the is it the pollination stones in Isle of Lewis. Um, and so anyway, I painted that particular stone circle, and I asked the lady, his partner, if it was okay to put it on Facebook and show the image. So I sent it to her first, and she said, "Well, you're not going to believe this, but he was actually baptized at those stones."
That's
So
interesting. It's weird because when I look at it, I don't really. It's no like looking at a normal picture, like the Mona Lisa, or looking at like you know what I'm saying. It's not looking at an art gallery. It's weird because I can actually pick up what that person done, but it's so hard to explain. It's like I can feel its
yeah,
life force.
yeah.
That's what I feel.
Well,
That's what I
he
feel.
was such a lovely man. He was such a lovely man, and so missed, by everybody
Yep.
who he touched, and he'd done so much in his life. His partner, beautiful person, she continues to do really good work. So yeah, I was fortunate to have sort of been in contact with him. I didn't
Mhm.
meet him, and I'm sad that I didn't meet him, but he did come to me with inspiration, so I've got to be thankful.
So if some of these are accidentally duplicated, forgive me because I've just had to go through and add it to some pages on
Yeah.
Canva just so that I could show you guys because I don't know why things just aren't like pulling up the way that they're supposed to tonight.
Well,
So
it's actually weird because I put them all into my what do you call it into my WhatsApp, and I was going to download them all into the bit where you can put up
I
pictures,
already downloaded them all, but we can't
and it's still
access.
showing. It's
Yeah.
still showing.
Did
They
the
even the upload even shows down here. Like anyways, I've got them all fixed now, so I'm going to add this back up.
Right.
I'm not. I'm going to switch my screen.
It's so weird because it says they were downloaded,
Yeah,
That's not right.
and it
Oh
didn't.
my gosh.
It makes me wonder if some of the spirits are wanting this to be seen, and some of them are not
yes,
wanting for it to be seen.
So, forgive me for the way this is being presented. How can people see this? Not yet?
Not yet. Nope.
Okay. I wonder if I can make this bigger. There we go.
Yep. Here we go.
So, guys, I'm going to flip through some of these for you and enlarge it so that you can see it better. But these are some of Lana's pieces. So we have this lovely woman here. And Lana, if there's anything that you want to say about any of these as I go through, please feel free.
thank you. Well, I can't. I mean, I painted this quite a long time ago, um, and I called her Freya, and I'd used gold leaf on the bodice and oil. So there's a combination of gold leaf and oil. Um, and that actually went to auction to the couple who I mentioned because they were raising funds for a charity.
Wow. I absolutely love this woman right here with the drum.
The drummer, yes, I just felt as though, the sound of the universe, that beat, that hum, do people actually hear that sometimes? If they're in that stillness long enough, they might.
I can actually attest to this one. Yes, I have heard the drums. And
Yes,
it was while I was coming out of meditation one time and I heard just that
Yeah.
the drums like it was right here in my bedroom, but nothing was on, nothing was playing.
The
wow,
shamanic drums.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I've heard the shamanic drums a few times when I've been coming out in my kind of like periods. Well, I listen to a lot of music, and then I turn it off. Then you wake up, and you're like, "I'm sure I turned that off," but you can still hear it within your head. It's so weird.
yes. That one is the Tree of Life. It's an interpretation of the
It's
Tree of Life
beautiful.
for me.
I love it.
And then we've got the Warrior Within. So that was done for a friend, um, and she loved it, basically.
It's beautiful.
It
With a
is.
hummingbird. With a
Yes,
hummingbird. Yeah.
because they are spiritual. So,
Yeah.
The tree's
Wow.
beautiful too.
So the figure is a model who I used while I was at uni. I did a degree in fine art, and then I went on to do an MA at
Mm.
York St John, and she was my model.
I
A lo-
think, therefore I am. It says right here on the side.
Yeah.
That's right, yes. And it is a famous quote, and I'm trying to think who said it now. It's
Oh,
gone.
who did say that? That's weird. That. Wait, no. I'll search it for you. Then.
Search it, yes, please. I know it, but it's just gone. It's gone.
Yeah.
And so the group, the three pictures, is the goddess, Latvian goddess Lema, and she is goddess of fate, and she is a triple goddess, which there are several goddesses that are triple goddesses. And the other one is the Morrigan, which is signified by, she's usually seen on the battlefield where there's death. Um, so hence you've got the blackbirds, the crows, or ravens.
Yeah.
Um, I can never tell the difference between them.
And the snakes on her
Shield,
field there. Yeah.
yes, the serpents.
I think it's Rennie. Oh, good, I can't pronounce it. It's Rennie Discrete. It was a French philosopher.
It's Descartes,
It's
René
Descartes.
Descartes.
That's that. That's
Yeah,
that. And he was a French philosopher.
that's right.
Yep.
Yeah. So the one which is, of course, the Egyptian one is Isis, and the other one is Bridget. So she's kind of pre-Christian goddess, but
Yes.
Christians have claimed her as well. So she's kind of like being pagan Christian.
Mm-hmm.
So she means different things to each, I suppose.
And so are these on tarot cards, did you say?
Those ones aren't. They are just simply something that I did as a project, focusing on the goddess
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
and the divine feminine. There are more that I will do, but haven't done
You
them
know.
yet.
You know. It's strange. Could you go back up the way a wee bit for me, please? See the woman that's sitting on the throne with the onk. I think that's you call that an onk that's round
Ah,
about
the Ankh.
her. You know, that's weird that because it looks a little bit like Sabrina. It looks a little. It's just got that kind of look to it. Do you know? I think it looks a wee bit like Sabrina.
Around the eyes, yeah.
Yes, it's got the same. Yeah, it's weird that it's like
Yeah,
there's something familiar about
yeah.
her.
I'm looking at I'm going to show you what my daughter looks like after after, cuz she looks a lot like my daughter in the face.
All
See,
right.
that's what makes you wonder. You know.
It's funny.
Connections, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we've got a river dance lady, and that one actually went to the Mal Galleries to be exhibited. It was
Oh.
chosen amongst what they do is they have an annual exhibition every year, of course, annual, and everybody sort of queues up for a few days to submit their work. And I was lucky enough to have that one chosen to be exhibited.
I can
And
see why.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
it was just, it was quite an honor really to have it chosen. Um, the other one, the lady on the beach in a wedding dress, that was Sheringham Beach in Norfolk. I lived there for 4 or 5 years. And I was exhibiting in the Assembly House in Sheringham, or the assembly rooms, and I literally took the bubble wrap off that, and a lady came over and said, "I'll buy that now." I hadn't even hung it up.
Wow. It is absolutely stunning. Like this, I think
Yeah.
is one of my favorites.
The moody skies. Well, actually, it's a bit of a story about that, because I'd come out of the house, stepped out of the front door, saw this huge cloud hovering in the sky. I jumped in the car and I went to the seafront. Everybody started running past me because they were
Mhm.
they were coming away from the beach, and I was heading to the beach
Wow.
because they knew the heavens were going to open and it was going to pour down. But I needed to take some photographs of the sky.
Beautiful.
And again, that is the same model who I used for my MA, and Chris
Mhm.
Christopherson, of course.
Everybody likes Krista Saucison.
Oh, Chris Christopherson.
Oh, see, I knew I would have a duplicate in there, but
Oh, you know, and that's so weird because, oh God, see that one with the tunnel? That's just
this
like
one.
that. It's just like
I
that
haven't
last scene.
painted that. I haven't painted that. That was part of a post that I probably put up, or a
Yeah.
video. I think it was a video
Oh,
I did.
well, I'll delete that one then, but I thought it was interesting. Like it really blended in with all your other work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tree of Life again, kind of
Yeah. It's beautiful.
representation. And Bridget, Goddess Bridget again.
yeah. And that is all I have to show. So I'm going to minimize
Yep. Yep.
that again. Sorry, guys.
It's, I'm going to say that the Egyptian one does look like you, Sabrina, and it looks
Okay.
really like.
Now I'm going to show you my daughter. Ready for this?
Mhm.
Right.
This is my
That's
daughter.
spooky. See, that's spooky. That is.
Oh,
See her?
yes.
I
Oh,
really, I thought
very
it looked a
pretty.
lot like her.
Yeah. Yeah. That is
Little,
actually. See, that's just so weird. Get what I mean? How all this ties together.
yes.
Mhm.
It's connections, though. Sometimes you find connections in the most strangest places. You do. You know?
Yeah. It is beautiful what you do. I mean, it's a very beautiful gift that you've got because it
Thank you.
makes you wonder. It makes you wonder. Have you got any that you've done and never published that you keep like locked away in a secret vault somewhere that are only for you, kind of thing?
No, I think pretty much everything that I've done, painted, especially painted, I've
Yeah.
shown. The only thing I don't show is other people's spirit guides unless I have permission.
Yeah.
And I did ask Paul if I could have permission, and he kindly said yes.
Mhm.
And I also asked Nanny Lynn. I don't know if you were able to get that one.
I couldn't get it to pull up. It's just my system did an update. And so what's happening is everything is saving in my old drive instead of my
Mhm.
new drive.
Ah,
And when you select to share on EV Mux, it pulls up the current drive that EV Mux is sharing to
Yeah.
right.
and just doesn't let me access the other one.
Okay.
So I had to get creative.
You did a good job.
Thank you.
It's it's. I'm going to say the note. It's a beautiful gift that you have, and it makes me wonder the other pictures you're going to paint. If you want my spirit guide, you've got permission to paint him if you want, if he comes to you, because you've got yeah, I mean, you've got permission to paint him if he shows himself to you, you know. Um,
Just
but
highlighting a few of our
yep,
fabulous
Thank
people here.
you.
hey Dan, who
And
have we
Yeah,
all got?
No
Cool.
problem. I did say to Sabrina, I'd probably do yours and Sabrina's, a
Yeah.
quick sketch.
Oh,
Oh, thank you very much.
Uh,
I just, yeah, that'd be really good. That'd be really, really good. There you go. You're getting your picture drawn. You better look nice. Paint them.
oh,
Oh,
thank
thank
God.
you. That's a beautiful offer.
And of course, I'd have to do it so that I can see your eyes. That's the thing.
mm,
So I can't do it just
no. Just stare at you.
not
Oh.
in a weird way, Chris. Not in a weird way.
I would love to see that there's a Son of the Naked Bigfoot in the chat there. It would amaze me what you would paint for him because
Right.
he's a very spiritual person.
Oh,
His dad was very
okay.
spiritual. And it would make me wonder you'd pick up with him. It would actually be, it's good to see you, Pete. It'd be actually really interesting because he's a very powerful person.
Ah,
Was yeah, in that kind of realm, you know.
oh.
Mm,
Well, I have had a combination of all kinds of things. I've drawn chainmail. That took a long time. That was meant to be, of course, just a reading at a fair, which you're not really meant to spend an hour and a half. Defeats the object, really. But there was a lot of chainmail.
I bet you did.
It
Yeah,
was. Then I had a combination. When you get a combination of two superimposing on each other, that's a little bit strange. So I had, a samurai warrior and a
yeah,
Viking, and try and do that. You know, they do give me some challenges. They do.
yeah. I mean, you do you ever get spirits that say to you, I don't want my drawing done. I don't want you to do it. I don't want you to do it.
No, because I've never had that, because usually when that person approaches me, it's kind of already been, it's almost like there's an agreement there. Although the person
Yeah.
might not know that
Mhm,
at the time, there's an agreement. And they
mhm.
quite like to show themselves.
I found that with my one. I found that with my one. He never used to be that way. He used to show. Eh, no, no, you can't get rid of him. That's a joke. He's just standing there looking at me.
He's becoming vain.
Aye, but I mean, it's an interesting thing to see
It
because I
is,
see him in my mind, and
yes.
it's for a lot of this spirit. I mean, God, the people that's in that chat, you know, between Miss Taro D and Son of the Naked Bigfoot and Sabrina, me and you, the
Diana.
amount of Diana and oh my God, the rest of them in there that can see spirits.
Yeah.
It's I think it would be an awesome thing for the spirits to show themselves
Oh,
because
yeah,
they're getting seen again. Because if you think about it,
that's right.
they don't get seen on this plane of
Yeah.
existence. They did when they were alive,
Well,
but they don't
exactly.
anymore.
And they want acknowledgement and they want to be
Yeah.
seen. And I always say, and Paul can vouch for this, um, put your spirit guide where you can see him or her. You know, put them on the wall so that you can connect a little
Yes.
bit more. They've come through so that you can connect,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
yes, you can feel or sense them or hear them, but seeing them, feeling them, and sensing them and hearing
Yes.
them is an even more powerful
Yes.
combination.
I mean, oh yes, it would be because it's. I find great comfort in my guide
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
house now. I mean, there's people in my house when before I knew it was psych and stuff like that. Says, "Have you seen that man that looks out your window?" And I'm like, "Really?" I didn't believe them,
oh,
and
wow.
that's what's that? Wait, I was just going to say, there, Dad's guides only showed himself to others when she wanted to scare you or was pissed off. That's right. I mean, his dad was an amazing gentleman. I'm just going to say that now, but he did have a spirit guide, and it was a little girl,
Ah, right,
but she didn't have a face,
right.
and he would tell stories. I mean, he would tell stories, and wow, scary stuff. I'll
Yeah.
send you the link. If you like scary stories, I'll send you the link to
Okay.
his dad's channel and his channel.
I'll
Yeah.
have a look.
Yeah.
Well, is there outside of Facebook, where else can everybody connect with you if they want to get in touch with you?
Well, there is TikTok. So, but I need to connect with my own account very soon because I changed phones and I couldn't get into the account. But I will because I want to sort of concentrate on that TikTok account. So it's, but on there, if you want to see any other channeling, there's plenty of examples.
Yeah.
So that's probably a good place to go. And it's Lana _ spirit vibe.
Lana _ spirit vibe. Okay.
Yep. We'll check that out, and we'll also, I'll need to help you get your other account back.
Yes,
That you
please.
it's
I
it's
need
not that
help.
hard. If you've got still using the same number, it should. Are you using the same number?
Yes.
Well, you
Yeah.
should be able to get it. Right, I'll be able to help you with that. I'll be able to help you
Yeah.
with
Paul will
that.
vouch for me. I'm not very good technically.
Oh, you just seen Sabrina with my new microphone and my soundboard. She was putting out her hair. Chris, can you hear me?
I was not. I was very patient and
You were
kind.
very patient, was amazed because you're the only person that's ever been patient with me. Everybody just runs away screaming usually. You know, I used to, when my car used to go to with the garage mechanics, I used to stand there like, oh, you don't want to touch that. Oh, and they would just look at me.
One last thing before we go. I got Lynn's guide.
Ah, right.
Oh,
It's not showing?
nope.
I can't see anything.
Nothing.
What is going on?
Oh,
You can't see it.
that's weird.
Huh.
Why won't
Guess I
it show?
can't show it.
See, when you bring it up, it's showing you a kind of eye thing at the top with a line through it. Can you click on that?
No, this is what I'll have to do. Hold on. Bear with us, guys.
That's strange.
Very strange.
Now we're all rearranged.
That's all right. I was quick on that. There you go. See, I was quick. I was quick. I was agile.
Thank you so much
Yes.
for coming on and for sharing with us. It's been a pleasure having you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you so much. And it's honestly, I'm really looking forward to getting my spirit guide. He'll be away getting to sell a new suit or something like that. To look handsome, you know. The spirit women out there might be chasing them about after
They
this,
do
you know.
like it. They do like the recognition.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I'm super excited too.
honestly, I'd just like to say thank you so much. Sabrina, would you like to say anything before we go?
Yeah, that was it. I just wanted to thank you again for coming and thank everybody for showing up and being here
Yes.
with us tonight. Please follow Lana.
Yes.
She is amazing. Her work is amazing. It's beautiful. So reach
Thank
out
you
to her.
so much. Thank you, everyone.
You're very
We'll
welcome.
talk to you behind the old scenes. Good night, everyone. See you next week.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Good night.
Whispers crawl across the floor. Footsteps echo, then no more. Cold hands reach where light won't stay, calling you to come and play. Dancing shadows spinning fast, fear and laughter, they will clash. Beat of terror, pulse of night. Darkness sings but feels